Okay, this is important chapter for the October-November exam. So this is not included in the 2022 syllabus. So first you have to learn the information, types of information, sound, writing, picture, then the communication of the information, radio wave, optical fiber, satellite, mobile phone, and the types, direct conversation, alternating current, radio wave, and then the problems in the radio wave is antenna for the longer wavelength, and then two radio stations can not be operated in the same region due to the same frequency, and then this problem is rectified by the modulation. What is the modulation? The change of the property of the radio wave with respect to the variation and the variation of the displacement of the information. So you can prepare from these notes, okay? So the first is the frequency modulation, amplitude modulation second. So look at this amplitude modulation. So unmodulated wave, then the signal, then the modulated wave, and these are the important points for the amplitude modulations. Then the conditions for the modulation, and then bandwidth, and then important nodes, then again the graph, and this is the amplitude frequency. So 3-band, sideband, carrier band, and lower sideband, upper sideband, and the frequency difference is called the bandwidth. And then frequency modulation, first the definition, then the graph, frequency modulated graph, and then the comparison between FM and AM, then advantages, disadvantages of the FM, then advantages of the AM, then information signal, then analog signal. So this is the last one. This is the digital signal. And then principle in the analog to digital converter, then analog to digital converter, this diagram, then advantages of the digital signal, and the next, what is attenuation in the communication, then the transmission, analog to digital converter mean the voltage is converted into the sample voltage, and the samples are converted into the binary numbers, and the binary numbers are transmitted in the form of the light pulses, and then from the binary number, the data number, and then the recovered graph. So for the last moment, you can prepare, you can read. So the channels of the communication, the first is wire pair, coaxial cable, radio, what is the noise, and the sources of the noise. Then attenuation of the signal, first analog, then digital, attenuation per unit length, and the gain formula. And the types of the aerial, binary system, how to convert the data number into binary number, and then wire pair disadvantages, then the coaxial cable, its properties and comparison with the wire pair, then optical fiber, and the properties of the optical fiber, and then advantages of the optical fiber. The next is the microwave link, radio link, and the types of the waves, surface, ground, sky, and the word wide, and their frequencies, range, electromagnetic wave, and then satellites. First polar orbiting satellite, then geostationary satellite, and their uses, and the principle of the satellite communication. And these are the frequencies for up and down, advantages of up and down frequencies. Then polar orbiting satellite communication, geostationary satellite, and then comparison between geostationary and the polar. Then polar orbiting satellite, geostationary satellite comparison. Okay, so you have to prepare this chapter.